Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Beats. And this is a Scottish film directed by Brian Welsh, and it's about a young man who's moving away from his old neighborhood, and his family's really pressuring him to stop hanging out with his one friend who is a bad influence on him. They're involved in these underground radio stations and wanting to go to, the crux of the story is they want to go to this underground rave after raves have been outlawed here in at least Glasgow, where this film takes place. And this film, in general, you've seen this before. It's that teenage angst kind of film where it's about one kid who's being brought in by his other friend and doing some things that they shouldn't be doing, especially because the young man's stepfather is a cop. And this film really lives and dies by the energy that's brought to it. And director Brian Welsh does bring a great energy to the film and a lot of attitude. The tone really captures the spirit of the characters in it, because it really is that teen punk. They want to go out and rave and dance and stuff like that. They want to be teenagers and do stupid stuff. And they do some stupid stuff. Especially there's one particular scene that has a lot of tension of them trying to drive to the rave, and the person who's driving is really high. And then our young protagonist having to take the wheel because he's never actually driven before, except for a couple of times practicing, and stuff like that. And there's some characters that really bring a menace to the table that are intimidating and violent, and that brings a darker tinge to the film Beats, because in general this just could have been like a super bad kind of thing where they're just trying to get to a party and they want to just get laid. But like this, there's some darkness to it, and there's really some interesting commentary on the nature of like gangs and crime amongst young people in this neighborhood, this area, and why this family wanted to get their son out of there and away from this influence. But the young actors in this film really give strong performances, whether it's Christian Ortega as Jono, who's the bad influence, or Lauren McDonald, who's Spanner, who's our main character. But you connect with him. I think a lot of us have been in places where it's like you have that friend that's taking you to do something else, and you're just like, really shouldn't be doing this, but he's my friend, and my parents are telling me not to do this, and you're just like, well, I'm gonna do it. This one gets a little more extreme than that, and I think this film is very thrilling and really captures that coming of age spirit in a much more intense and darker way. And also, I don't know if this film does have subtitles. I know I've been having some closed captioning issues with my TV, but like, you could barely understand half the things that they were saying with their Glasgow accents. So I'm pretty sure the subtitles were actually supposed to be there, which was very interesting. And because it's like, they would say things, it's like, I got half of that. Well, at least the subtitles are there. Now I actually know what they were saying. But this film is definitely above average, well-crafted coming-of-age story, that teenage angst kind of story that we've seen a lot, but it brings a different kind of energy to it. And it has a driving force towards this mission that these young people have. And I really enjoyed Beats. I got to check this out on Princeton Garden Theater's website. So if you want to go check it out, rent it from them, give them some support in these hard times when they can't be open. But those are my thoughts on Beats. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.